wrist routine. What we're going to go through now is a little bit of a tutorial on how to do the bands correctly for your wrists. The first thing to understand is the different ways that the hands move, but we're straight away going to think about when we do these exercises, we're going to tuck our elbows into the side of the body, meaning we're not moving the arm around, it's the wrist that does the action. So if we go like this, and you just follow me, we're just going to go side to side like this, like a little tick-tock dance. So just going like this. So that's one way they can move, forward and back, be this way. The next is side to side. So again, you can see the forearm stays still whilst I move the wrist side to side. If I showed you this way, it'd be like this. So think about where you would drop down the back of the ball and then rip it. That's where that one's going to come into, like this. And then the final one is twist. And it's important, we'll just try and get into the routine with the twist. Whichever side the band comes from, the palm will be up. Whichever arm is on the outside, the palm will be down. So let's take it that the band's coming from that way there. You would go like this, and then we would twist. So think about here, the twist required in your serve. Let's take it that the band's that way. Palm would be here, palm would be down, and then we would twist. So it's this action. So there are your three actions that we're going to do with the bands. Okay, so I'm going to start off showing you how you would do the bands one hand at a time. So, number one was the forward and back. So what we're looking for is a strong movement and then a controlled movement when we go back. This is the brakes, this is the accelerator. So that would be a forward and back. And you would need to do that on each hand like this. You're doing single hand. It is then very important that you understand you have to go on to the other side, facing the other direction and repeat. And that means that the wrist gets exercised from both directions. You must turn and repeat all exercises that way. So when it comes to side and twist, these are the best bands to have because we can do it properly. And what we do is just slip that band like that. So now it's flat. So I can really tuck that elbow in. And sometimes with these, it's worth just, if you're doing a one hand in and getting used to it, just grab hold of the forearm just to get used to the action. And as you can see, it's not a huge action whatsoever. It's just this small action here of the wrist. But we're just trying to work the muscles around it. And then on this side, we would do the same again. So I'm trying to keep this level. And again, you would have to spin round and repeat on the other side. Final one, if you're doing it single-handed, again, tuck in and twist. So again, we're trying to be strong and then controlled on the way back like this. And then remember, golden rule, this one palm up. I need a little bit more tension on that one. Now the golden rule is if you forget the palm and you're doing the band and it just doesn't feel right, you're not really getting good exercise, just give it a try, put the hand on it, that's correct. And that's the easiest way to remember it. If it feels strange, doesn't feel like getting good exercise, that's what you do, all right? So turn and you would repeat exactly again, palm, you twist and twist. So that's how you would complete all the bands just using one hand at a time. Okay, once we've understood and mastered the exercise and definitely feel that we're using the wrist only and understand the coordination of where to do it, we can then give a little life hack and save some time and get your bands like this and you do both at the same time. So whereas before you had to do 10 on each and it would be 20 reps, now you're doing 2 at the same time, equaling 10 in terms of time. You would slip the bands again like I told you to side, and then here we would twist. Again, remembering that golden rule, palm up, palm down. Again, you then have to repeat facing the other way. So really important you understand the actions need to be done this way and that way.